Welcome, welcome. I know people are joining. Good morning. Still waiting for others. People are joining. We have 29 people on the call so far. Please encourage your friends, your family, fellow business colleagues to join ASAP. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We still have more people. Let's keep it going. We still have more people joining. Please call up your friends, your colleagues. It's time for the webinar. Let's give like 2 more minutes to have more people join. We're starting shortly. Just give a few more minutes. I know some people have reached out concerning some issues they are having with technology. All right, so we'll start as we await more people to join us. Welcome everybody to the call. It's a pleasure to have you here this morning and on a good day as this. We'll be starting out with our webinar, the first one for the year. And we're really excited about this because we'll be having, insights from experts, SME experts, to promote our business, to help our business thrive, especially in this period of the year globally. Things have been a little bit challenging in terms of the macroeconomics indices. So it's good to have everybody on the call. Basically, we'll go through some rules so that we ensure that we have a smooth webinar. So first off, if you'd like to ask questions, please make use of our chat to ask your questions. We would like everyone to remain muted while the session is on. Kindly bear in mind that this session is being recorded, so we are advised to keep to the rules to ensure we have a smooth session. Again, be reminded that this is our first webinar for the year, and it's we've titled it "How You Do Business Today Matters." And this is because, given the current macroeconomics indices, it's good and it's very key for us as SMEs to know how we would navigate through these challenges and come out at the top. So this is brought to you by, of course, MTN, and I'm sure you're well aware of that. Can we give a round of applause to MTN? You can just do that with a reaction Go ahead and show a round of applause. If you can hear me, fantastic, fantastic. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's beautiful. All right, we're having more people join the call. We'll proceed as we get started. I'm really excited about this. I'm sure at the end of this session, I would have picked up, so much from it, and I'm sure it will be very useful for you as well. So we'll be going right into it. I'll be introducing our colleagues, my fellow colleagues on the call. First of all, I have on the call with me my co-host, Aderisola. I know he's here. He'll be co-hosting with me. Derry also works with the brand and communications team within the marketing team of the enterprise business. And of course, I have with me Joseph Owoye. He heads the SME segment team, and that's within the enterprise business. So it's great to have our colleagues here with me. And then, of course, we have a very special guest. We thought to bring an expert, one who would give us insights that can be very useful for us, and not just going, overboard or over our heads on strategies, but strategies that can be useful and implementable for us at this time. So we have on the call Chidi Okereke. Now, Chidi is a digital entrepreneur, one who has spent the last decade helping local and global organizations connect with their target audiences. He is a fellow of the Cornell University Global Leadership Program, a Future Awards Prize for New Media Alumni, an editor-in-chief at List NG, and lead strategist at Disruption Communication, a boutique Marcoms agency. And also he's the co-founder of City Lounge. And of course, so many more. So we have with us an expert in the SME field, one who is proven over the years to be very, very, very useful and key in growing our SME business. So we have, welcome with me, Chidi Okereke, with a round of applause. Welcome with me, Chidi Okereke. Chidi, if you're on the call, please say hello to our audience.
Hi, thank you for this introduction. Hey everyone, looking forward to this session we're going to have together today.
Fantastic, fantastic. All right, so let's get into it. So I'll be asking Chidi, our special guest, a couple of questions, just to gain insight on, how we can navigate our space as SMEs. And I'm sure this will be an opportunity for us to learn. I would like us at this point to bring out our notepads and our pens to take down information, useful information for us. And of course, if you have questions during the course of the interview or the session, please write them down on the chat section. All right, so Chidi, thank you again for joining us. A quick question. As a digital entrepreneur with experience in building successful digital campaigns for brands, what are some common mistakes you've seen small businesses encounter and they've trying to establish a digital presence?
Very interesting question. In my experience, there are a couple mistakes that small businesses make, SMEs make, when trying to establish a digital presence. I think one of the first ones is the fact that they just dive into it. And there's a popular saying, failing to plan is planning to fail. When you rush into something without a strategy, without a clear plan, you're basically setting yourself up for two things. Either you get lucky or you fail. And luck is not a strategy. That's just facts. Luck is not a strategy. Not a lot of people get lucky from, being on digital and just succeeding from it. Most of the people who succeed from being on digital, you have to have like a clear plan, a defined plan. The strategy for doing this is identifying who your target audience is. The entire works of digital brand and marketing. Sorry, there's a noise in the background. I don't know.
Oh, let me mute. My apologies.
Yes, so when, like I said, luck is not a strategy. You need to have a plan. There are so many ways to create a plan, a strategy. You have to first of all identify who your target audience is. When you do that, you define what your goals are. Is it growth? Is it sales? Is it impact? Is it clout? Is it engagement? What are your goals? What does success mean to you? When you have all these things at the back of your mind and a few other things, you can then say, yes, I am ready to actually start this journey. Another mistake that SMEs make when they do these things is lack of consistency. See, Rome was not built in a day, and so is the digital presence. It's not an event; it's a process, a continuous one. If you want to succeed in this space, you have to be very consistent. It is frustrating in the beginning for a lot of people because it feels like you're not growing. It feels like you're not getting all the hits you want to get. It might be frustrating, but I promise you that um the worst thing you can do is not be consistent because then you're basically just wasting your time. One more mistake. I mean, there are so many mistakes that SMEs make, but I'll just add this last one. Ignoring data, ignoring data and analytics. That's one sure way to basically waste your time. You just be going around in circles, right? Never do this. Always crunch the numbers and make sure you understand what's happening at the back end. Um, Sometimes you ask yourself, where am I getting the most results from? Where am I spending the most money? Where am I getting value for every single naira, every single dollar, every single pound that I spend on this business? How did I perform last month? Right? What did I do different? If I did better last month than previous months, what did I do differently? You know, some people will be getting the most hits from a platform like Facebook, for example. But because Instagram is all glitz and glam, they want to focus their efforts there. That's like you don't like money. It's like you don't want to grow or anything. So you go to where you're making the most while spending the least and you optimize. Now, if it's important for you to build on other platforms as well, you find a way to strike that balance. You're making money from here, but then you're getting your vanity metric from these other platforms. Sometimes the vanity metrics helps you. So never ever ignore the data and the analytics. And just to reiterate, don't rush. Again, Rome was not built in a day. If you think you're going to get results immediately, it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes it takes time. Be patient, be consistent, and flourish.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, Chidi, for that. I hope we are taking notes. I took some notes myself. First thing that got to me from what you said is luck is not a strategy. I know we are Nigerians, every time everything is vibes and inshallah, but when it comes to business, we have to plan, right? We have to have a strategy. And I'm so grateful that, Chidi has reiterated that for us. Another thing I picked out was the importance of data, right? So we can't just go headlong without looking at what the indices are saying, without looking at the figures, the facts, and being able to project from what we have on the ground. So thank you so much for that, Chidi. I would ask the next question, which is, with the increasing importance of personalization in customer experiences, how can SMEs effectively leverage digital technologies to tailor their offerings to individual preferences? In other words, how can we know more about our audience, our clients, and how can we use this to drive business growth?
Hmm. It's like a perfect continuation to some of the points to one of the points in the previous statement. Data first, you need to collect data because in your journey towards understanding or knowing your customer, before you personalize for your customer, you have to know them, right? Before you know them, you have to collect data, right? You have to get all that information about them. So you need to collect the data and analyze it. You can utilize some of those popular CRM, customer relationship management tools, like HubSpot. There's one other one, Zendesk. I don't use it, but yeah, I know a couple of people who do, and it helps them, understand, collect data about the customer, analyze this data, break it down into, into bite sizes, and then helps them personalize what it is they are offering them. You also need to analyze social media interactions. Fortunately, a lot of these social media platforms have native analytics tools. So Facebook has that their Meta business. Twitter has analytics. Google has insights. Facebook has insights. Google also has a way for you to understand what your customer is, also the persona of the customer, what is their purchasing behavior, where is their location, and some of these things help you personalize stuff for them. Like you can't be selling a Valentine package at a location, for example, at a location in Lagos to somebody in Abuja. That's just a waste of resources, right? So in personalizing your communications to these people, you have to, find a way to have already collected data about them and analyze them. There's another with the advent of AI, yeah, artificial intelligence and chatbots and everything, you can use these tools to also provide personalized assistance to them. Fortunately, mainstream platforms like WhatsApp already offer this. So yeah, you can just utilize this as well. As you grow, it might become more sustainable to want to personalize experiences for every single customer that you have, right? Some people have 10,000 customers. You can't chat to each of them individually on a daily basis. It's not even possible. So a way to also still try to personalize some of the experiences to create personas, right? Put them into groups. Sometimes it's age categories, sometimes it's gender-based categories, sometimes it's location-based categories, sometimes it's spend category. If you deal in a type of business where there's cadres to spending, you can categorize people who spend between 1,000 and 10,000, 10,000, and then you just create personas for them, right? And then you speak to these personas, these groups, in different languages, right? So yeah, digital actually helps you increase customer experience, improve customer experience by personalizing. And one more thing, social listening. Your ears have to be on the ground always. Your ears have to be on the ground always. You need to always remember that every customer wants to feel like you're speaking directly to them. There's one brand that used to call themselves One Customer Bank. I mean, you guys already know what brand I'm talking about. They made it seem like every customer is their only customer, and they've built everything around that customer. So it's very, very important to have that at the back of your mind. Remember that personalization is a journey. Requires deep understanding of your audience, and when you leverage technology, and the insights that you provide, you can provide these tailor-made experiences for your customers and just go.
Wow, fantastic. That's really insightful. Well, for me, again, that data is really key. Data is king actually, for SME businesses. Imagine like the example you gave, you're trying to reach an audience in Lagos and then you're promoting your business in Abuja. That's like wasting of resources. So it's very key that we use the right data. So it's not just in collection of data. We must be able to read the data, I believe, Chidi. We must be able to read the data and see how the data can be useful for our businesses. Another thing that got to me was how you mentioned that each customer wants to feel like they are your only customer. So how do you make that happen? How do you work that into your business communication to make each customer feel wanted by you, feel needed, like you're meeting their resource, meeting their needs. So that's really insightful for me. And data is actually key in doing that. And then of course, lastly, you mentioned social listening. Your ears have to be on the ground, right? So we have to know what's going on at each time. Right. And an ever fast-pacing, changing world. Things are going in a fast pace. Things are, changing swiftly. So we have to be on ground. We can't be using 2020 strategy for 2024. Things have moved. Chidi mentioned chat boxes, AI. Things have really evolved. So we have to really keep our ears on the ground and see how we can tailor that to our business. There's a couple of more questions,
Sorry, just
Chidi,
to even
before,
add, sorry, just to even add, yeah.
please.
Let me just give a small hack. There's something I do for every brand that I manage, for every brand that I have an interest in. I set up a listening for each of them. As soon as we get a hit about that brand, yeah, we know exactly what somebody's asking. And back in the days of TweetDeck, to Twitter tool, I think they discontinued it. I set up like windows where if, for example, I'm working with Pepsi or MTN, I put MTN there, MTN Nigeria there. So anybody that mentions MTN Nigeria, I know what they're asking. I know what they're saying. And the ones that I can actually personalize, I know. So if, for example, you sell flowers, right? You sell flowers, right? That's a niche business kind of. Put put search terms and just make it a thing. Yeah. So you're listening. Somebody wants flowers, somebody is thinking of flowers or something. Recommend to them, send them a message, send them a tweet. Let them know, let them feel seen, right? Let them feel seen or something. So it's a very, very tiny, you think it's mundane, you think it's small, but it's a very, very quick tiny hack that would set you up for wins.
Oh, great, great. I see a number of people asking questions. Please keep it up. We'll get to the Q&A shortly. I know somebody has asked about the vanity metrics. I know Chidi was going to give us more insight on that. But off the top of my head, I know it refers to statistics like number of followers you have, number of likes and all of that. So, but we'll have Chidi give us more insight on that. So let's get back to, questions that could give us insights to drive our business. Now, I know Chidi, you mentioned something about AI. In today's world, how can we make use of AI to promote our businesses? The environment is constantly evolving. We've mentioned that again and again and again. So how can we make use of artificial intelligence, machine learning technologies, to reach out and engage our new customers? What do you have in mind for that?
AI. To be honest, I'm learning myself, right? I'm learning a lot. I'm trying to learn a lot about AI as well. I think one of the most important things is to understand the potential, understand that you don't know, right? And then try to learn, try to know, try to understand how to know, and try to understand how to utilize these tools. The first thing you need to do is, like I said, understand the potential. See, AI is one of the most important things that have happened to the world in the last few years. It's so vast that, like I said, even I myself, I'm still trying to learn as much as I can about this. Processes that processes that would usually take you so much time. You have a tool that will solve it in minutes. And it just helps. It's a massive productivity hack, right? It just helps you to do some of these routine things that you normally do. Now, I mentioned AI chatbots earlier, right? Imagine, imagine having a customer representative who has to answer or speak with hundreds, thousands of customers on a daily basis. So many things would happen. Either the person burns out, or the person or chats or customers are not attended to on time. But with AI, you're already able to automate some of these things. And then when a human being is required, the AI will prompt the team. And that doesn't happen all the time, right? If you chat with 10 persons, if AI chats with 10 persons, maybe it's only one person that requires a human being to continue the conversation. So AI is very, 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 very important in businesses. And like I said earlier, WhatsApp has a powerful AI tool. I think MTN has something as well. Basically there's so many ways to use AI tools to solve some of these SME problems and basically um outside WhatsApp and outside the regular stuff, there are platforms that provide pre-built models, with intuitive interfaces that makes it easy for non-technical people to leverage the capabilities of AI. So if you think you need to be a developer or some tech whiz or some guru, no, you don't need to be all that. I have a personal assistant. I have personal assistants, right? I have people who work for me, human beings who work for me. But my most trusted personal assistant right now is an AI chatbot, right? I ask this AI chatbot anything and the thing just gives me the results. Again, The beautiful thing about this session is I'm sure it has SMEs across different business points, right? The people who sell, people who provide services, people find a way to integrate AI in your process. And I promise you, you will not regret it. If you're a writer, if you're somebody who creates content, try to use AI. You know, AI doesn't have to write everything for you, but AI can help you with, research, help you with points, help you with pointers and, basically just um helps you optimize your time. Time is money. That time you're spending doing these things is something that an artificial intelligence tool can help you do. So we need to adopt it. Nigerian SMEs need to adopt it, because if you don't adopt it, you just get left behind.
That's very true, very correct. You mentioned something which is very key. Time is money, time is of the essence. And what does AI tools does for us is it aids our productivity, right? There are so many tools right now that kind of gives the users an edge over their competitors. So it's something that we should make use of. And of course, NTN is not sleeping on it as well. We have developed so many useful packages for our friends and colleagues, customers to make use of. My dear colleague Joseph will be running us through one of them, and please stay tuned and look forward to it. And of course, I forgot to mention we have a special package for you, so stay tuned. We'll be giving out some surprise gift packs. So thank you so much, Chidi, for that. Let's move on. So you've mentioned AI, you've mentioned data. Just one quick question. I think this will be the last. Um, it's common knowledge that with data insights, businesses can make informed decisions, right? Target specific segments and optimize their marketing strategies effectively. How then can SMEs effectively collect and analyze data to identify potential customer segments and then target them with personalized marketing messages? And do you have any tools that you can propose for us?
Okay, can you repeat the last line? The last line. How can SMEs collect? I think you're muted.
My bad. Thanks for that observation, because I would have gone on and on. Basically, how can SMEs effectively collect and analyze data to identify potential customer segments and then target them with personalized messages? How can we segment our customers? And are there tools that you would recommend?
Okay. So I think the first step is to define your goal, right? When you clearly outline what your marketing objectives are, are you trying to increase your customer base? Are you trying to improve loyalty? Are you just trying to sell markets? Yeah. When you've identified all these goals, it will help with your data collection effort. Now, this is like the very, very first step, right? Define what your goals are, clearly map out your objective, and then you now set up your data collection mechanisms. How do you want to collect this data? Google Analytics. I've used Google Analytics almost for more than 10 years now. It's one of those tools that have worked perfectly for me. Google is Google, right? Google is like the mother of search and everything. So it's like it has really, really helped me with um, understanding where my audience is, understanding the behaviors of my audience. It's so detailed in the way it analyzes this data that it's a very, very, for somebody who's just starting, I'd advise that you maybe think about Google Analytics. There are other CRM tools. Like I said earlier, there's HubSpot, there's Zendesk. Um, Maybe on another day we'll do a specific training on how to use some of these tools. But yeah, these are tools that you can just check them out and find ways. Then there's also regular surveys. right? Regular surveys that you can do now. Google also has a survey feature. They have like Google Form, so you can, do surveys and collect all these data. And then when you put all these data together, you can now segment them. Now, when I was being introduced, it was mentioned that I own a small business, right? It's basically a lounge. And I mentioned that because aside the fact that um I'm a digital entrepreneur. I've also tried to actually do some of these businesses myself and found a way to actually apply this knowledge. So it's not theory anymore. I've actually applied this knowledge. Like in setting up, we had to try to figure out what the customers wanted, right? So created surveys, right? And then we realized that a lot of the customers in this particular area, the funny thing is I set up the lounge in a place where I don't live, right? So I did not really understand the audience as much as the audience where I was domiciled. So what I did was I had to understand the audience. So we set up surveys. What day is perfect for this? What kind of food would you like? What kind of experience would you like? And then by the time we were done crunching it, we found what the most number of people wanted, and we used that to, personalize experiences for them. Again, everything we've talked about today has just boiled down to how do you make the customer experience better, right? How do you make because again, it is cycle. If the customer experience is better, more money is coming to your pocket because a happy customer leads to more sales, right? Yeah. So you grow, you acquire these customers, right? You make sure that their journey is very, very, very interesting. It's personalized and everything. You optimize your process using AI, using data, using insights. You make more money and you grow. And it's really, 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 really that circle. So, like I said, define your goals, right? Define your goals for the data collection, set up your collection mechanism, then identify all those points, right? All those relevant data points that you can use to optimize your business for growth and then optimize your customer experience as well.
Fabulous, fabulous. You couldn't have said it any better. That's interesting and very insightful. One thing I picked out was running surveys. Before we go headlong, and I know we mentioned it right at the start. We don't just jump in. Many times SME makes such errors. You just jump in to start a business, but before starting out, run surveys. What time? The best location? What people want? Is this solution I'm bringing, does it meet the requirements of people? Is this what people want at this time, or this is just what I want to push? So these are very important questions that running a survey can help. And of course, define your goals. And that will really put your business at the forefront. Thank you so much, Chidi, for this insightful responses you've given. We are really grateful. Now, I think I should pull Joseph into this conversation. So, Joseph, we have a question for you. Are you on the call, Joseph? Please say hello. I think you're muted. If you're speaking, you're
morning,
muted.
Chidi. Morning, everyone.
Hi, Joseph. Thank you for
Chidi,
us.
well done. Well done, and thank you very much for that insightful details and information that you have just dished out. Thank you very much.
All right. I have a question for you, Joseph. So, hearing everything that Chidi has, stated, we'd like to know what are some practical next steps that our audience can take, starting from today, to leverage digital technologies for maximized sales and to increase their customers and have more improved digital presence. What are your thoughts around this?
So, for me, I usually establish that technology is a moving train, and when you have a moving train, you can't stand in front of a moving train. That train cannot be, you can't stop it, and you can't stop the movement of that train. It's either the train have its own way or crushes you. So for me, for the SMEs, what I say is develop, upgrade, or die. And that's the simple reality in terms of the fact that we are beginning to, or we have the statistics saying that maybe 7 to 8 businesses out of about every 10 that is maybe in their first 5 years. And it's also because we refuse to upgrade, we refuse to continue to upskill. So for me, bringing everything in from what Chidi talked about is the fact that I would also challenge them that the SMEs continue to upskill their business. And in terms of upskilling your business, meaning that you are also trying to see how you begin to make use of all of the tools, AI, all of the tools in terms of digital tools that Chidi has also been talking about, and then all of the ones that are available around us to begin to see how much we begin to bring them into how we serve our customers, how we offer our products and services, how we make those products and services to be consumed. So once we are able to make sure that all our business operations and activities tied around digitization and then also technology, and then the sky is the limits. And then the second thing also is the fact that I also challenge that the SMEs also begin to also invest time and resources in also building, acquiring digital skills, and also in terms of also taking up digital tools. These are very important. As a business owner, you must also begin to also improve yourself. It's when you also improve yourself that you are now able to also translate that into your business. So put investments and not necessarily in terms of even money, in terms of your investment from what's taking from the resources from your business, and then it's more like putting it back into your business, and then in terms of investing in digital skills and then tools, and then also in terms of also creating time for it. So I think if we are able to take up that the upskilling of the business, and also in terms of upgrading ourselves in terms of digital skill and adoption, then I think that the sky will be the limit. And then that's proverb that's from out of every 10 business that you usually have 7 to 8 die would not be a proverb that will see the light of the day.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much, Joseph. Thank you, Chidi. Can we have a round of applause for our guests? Let's just show participation, show a round of applause. Don't forget, if you have questions, kindly put them in the Q&A session, the chat box. We'll get back to you. My co-host Adrian Sola is already responding to some of them, but we'll have Chidi and Joseph respond to the others. So thank you, wonderful, fantastic from our audiences here. Thank you. So now we'll be going to the next session. We have Joseph going to run us through a special package that we have from MTN. Remember, I already highlighted that while I was speaking earlier, that we have something very useful for our businesses to thrive and grow in this day. So Joseph, you have the floor. Please bear in mind, everyone, that we have a special package at the end of the session. So please stay tuned. We'll be having a special giveaway. So Joseph, you have the floor. Run us through what MTN has for us.
So thank you very much, Chinwe. I want to share my screen now. Please do confirm you're able to see my screen. Please, are you able to see my screen?
Not yet, Joseph. No.
Are you able to see my screen?
It's coming up, so we can see your screen. Please let us know if you can see the screen. If you can't, please respond on the chat box. Let us know we can see.
So Chinwe, I also want to confirm. So do you want us to proceed into this next phase, or you want us to take the question and answer, maybe in relation to the first phase? Or
all right, let's do that. I think that would be ideal, so that if you have questions regarding your presentation, we can take that as well. So I'll quickly run through some of the questions we have. I know, as earlier mentioned, Demi has been responding to all to some questions. Say starting up is the most difficult thing. Capital is not easy to access. Currently, I rented a shop, but couldn't arrange the shop, and the rent is running out. Okay, that's not a question yet, so let me go through. Okay, good. We say, how can I listen to what people are asking and searching for on social media, e.g. Twitter? Chidi, do you want to run us through that, please?
So how can you listen to what people are talking about your business?
Saying and asking on social media.
Okay, so I mean it's a couple of things. Twitter has a very I mean prior to when the new Baba took over, Twitter had a very interesting search feature. Now it's a bit conversation for another level. Yeah, you can easily search. This is what I'd advise. There are keywords that matter to your business. Yeah. Put a constant search, like save a search with that keyword, and then you see what people are talking about your business category, your genre of business. Also put a search for your own business name itself, right? I have a permanent search for City Lounge on my tab. Like it's there. Like somebody says something about City Lounge. As soon as I open that window, I see it because I want to be sure people are saying about an organization that I co-own, right? I also have, searches around experiences that people can have on the mainland, right? So that kind of search helps me see what people are trying to enjoy on the mainland, what people are trying to enjoy in Lagos, and then we can see if it's something we want to integrate in the lounge. So yeah, on the top, depending on what you use. If you're using a laptop, in fact, if you're using a mobile phone as well, I think, let me just check here. So the bottom, yeah, the second button on the bottom, on your mobile device, if you use an iPhone, though, I see now that Android might have a different setup here, tab or whatever. Just look for the search button, search for whatever theme, if it's your business that you want to search for, if you want to see what people are saying about your business in particular, if you want to not just see what people are saying, also interact with them, right? You can start from the search or your mentions. If you also want to see what people are talking about, let's say you're a hair vendor, right? You want to see what people are saying about hair vendors or what kind of hair people are looking for. You just search that particular keyword. Like I said, first thing is identify all the keywords relevant to your business, right? Identify them. See, take a note, write them all out, and continue searching till you find one that people constantly use. And continue even searching all of them. Just get the hits that you require and then engage when necessary.
Okay, that's noted. So there are different tools that we can use for that. I don't care, Ajav, I hope you got that. So now we're moving to another question. It says, thank you for such an insightful session on doing business, especially with AI in this age. Thank you, King David. However, could you please speak to SMEs using AIs adapted specifically to their business in serving customers? How soon do you think we can get to that stage? And would SMEs be able to afford it? I think basically the question is around the affordability of some AI tools for SMEs. I do know that there are some tools that are free, some are ridiculously cheap in terms of annual renewal and all. But let me leave it to Chidi to give more insight.
Oh yeah, I think you've actually answered the question. It's a don't think of AI as something that you as an afterthought. Think of it as a partner. Think of it as a tool that is very important to your business. Think of all the time it would save you. Think of the productivity, how much it will improve your productivity and everything, and consider it a line item in your operations costs, right? So for the ones that are, I think there are some that might be free. I think ChatGPT, for example, has a free version, right? But like I said, my virtual personal assistant is an AI bot, and I pay monthly for it, and I've never regretted paying for it. I also know that WhatsApp has WhatsApp Business, I don't use it. I personally don't use it, so I'm not sure what the cost implications are. But if you consider the value it brings to the business, I think it's an investment that is worth it. And then as the proliferation of AI spreads, as it improves, as it increases, costs would always come down. You know, it means that there are more tech companies that are building AI tools, right? It means that as more people are building AI tools, right, it also means that the spread becomes wider. You know, now that there's still general AI platforms, AI tools, they might soon become specific AI tools that answer specific needs of specific businesses, right? It's time and chance, right? It's as usage increases, you know, more use cases would increase, and then more people will build for these use cases, and of course costs will drive down. But yeah, think of the value to bring to your business. Again, if you don't need AI for your business, I don't want to use it, but right now I don't know that there are businesses that do not require AI. I don't know. I can't think of any business that AI would not impact positively. Yeah, so just find a use case for it. See how much it saves you. Again, some of these platforms have trial periods, right? Trial periods where you don't have to pay, or you just pay very little. Test it and see how it works for you, and then see if it's actually bringing value, and decide on if you want to continue using it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Chidi. So because of our time, we'll take two more questions and then we'll move on to the next segment. Does Google Analytics give guidance on survey questions? That's Zainab Amzat. I know Chidi answered that question during one of the questions. And yes, he mentioned that Google Analytics gives that opportunity. And there are some other platforms that be very useful. I know there's SurveyMonkey. I think you can also research that for your business. SurveyMonkey, that could be also very useful. How do I particularly want to ask take this question because of how how it can benefit everybody on the call. It says, how do I launch a product and grow it when I've failed initially on it? This is from Gideon. Failure is part of the process. Failure is part of success. The number of times you go at it again and again and again, it's on the surface, it might look like you're not getting it right, but eventually you are gaining experience, and experience is key. And when you want your business to try, experience, hindsight, useful information, going through the pattern, knowing the milestones that you've achieved, knowing the pitfalls to avoid. It's a brilliant way to get ahead of your competitors. So failure is part of success. That's what I have to mention. And we shouldn't be afraid to fail. We shouldn't be afraid to start something again when we've done it before and it didn't work out. We've heard so many stories, and we can go on and on about business moguls that started out and failed in one way or the other, but here they are today thriving. So we shouldn't be afraid to go for something because of a fear of failure. I think it would be a disservice to every one of us on the call, given all the resources that we have, given all the strategies that have been laid out for us, not to even try because we're afraid to fail. That would be a big disservice to us. So Gideon, I would say, please go at it again. Failure is part of the process. It's part of success. It's part of making a way. It's part of experience. It's part of learning. So please get at it again. And I believe that's for everybody on the call. So thank you so much, Chidi. Thank you, everyone on the call. Now let's move on to the next segment. Joseph, please carry on.
Oh, I was muted. Oh, thank you very much. Are you still able to see my screen?
Yes, Joseph.
And I can see the kudos rolling in for Chidi and Chinwe. That was a very good section. Thank you very much. So guys, we've been encouraged and challenged that take baby steps. Don't be afraid of being bold. And like I really say that it's from local. to global. So we can start at the local level, but we know that our aim ultimately is for us to be a global player. So it starts with baby steps, and like Chinwe said, Rome was not built in a day. Don't be afraid of failing, but instead look towards failing forward. So on the premise of all of the things that we have been talking about in the last few minutes, that we have been talking about the fact that there's a need for SMEs, business owners, businesses to begin to adopt digital tools, also begin to adopt technology in terms of infusing it into our business. You know, we talked about AI, and then the reality is the fact that it is not about you going to maybe secure the whole maybe application or what is required for you to integrate them into your system, but it's the ability to be able to also look out for those tools that have these fundamentals embedded in them. They have this technology embedded in them, so tools that have AI embedded in them, where you can take up those tools and begin to use for your business. So for us as MTN, we pride ourselves that we want to become that we are positioned as technology enablers for SMEs. No matter the face of the business in which the face of your business, whether you are a micro, whether you are small, whether you are starting, whether you are medium, whether you are emerging, or aspirational, any face in which your business is, we are saying that we are positioned to be that one-stop technology provider of choice. So today, we have been able to look at it. You know, we have been talking about digital presence. So we have come up with the products in partnership with one of the number one, it's one of the top domain service providers in Nigeria, Host, and we have come up with this products called the Muzu Website Builder. So Muzu Website Builder. So we know, we have talked about it, that in terms of owning a website, without gainsaying, it's of immense value to businesses. You just need to be in the digital space. The presence of the business presence is beginning to move from our brick and mortar, from just our office space, maybe located in Kafansha, or located somewhere in Sabongere in Kano, or located in somewhere in Shomolu or Balogun Market in Lagos. And then we're beginning to see, and then I mentioned that from local to global, to be a situation where you are beginning to put your businesses on the digital map. And then we know that technology is evolving, and internet is also growing quickly. And then, so with that, it's very crucial that your work, that you begin to showcase your business on the global space to your own website. So the value of having a website, customers tend to get to you easier. We talk about customer engagement, we talk about personalization, we talk about data. Chidi talked about the fact that for you to be able to build, or for you to begin to continue to grow, even in terms of utilizing digital tools, utilizing AI, you must also begin to have that data. That data is easier for you to have that data too when you have a website. So with the website, customers are able to get across to you. There will also be better engagement, communication with the customer. You being able to reach your customer. So with a website, there's nothing like I'm closing shop. So it's not a situation where you say, oh, by 6 p.m. that the market is closed. So with a website, you have your business open 24/7. 365 days of the year. It also helps in terms of efficiency as regards marketing and advertising. It also helps in terms of that positioning you in terms of your brand entity. And you know very well that with a website, it also helps in increasing that the cost of the customers. And obviously, the reason why we're in market, for us to make sure that we have increased sales and revenue. So a website will help in doing that. So we've looked at it to say that yes, it's very essential that we have websites. However, as much as it's important in terms of owning a website, we are also identifying that there are also gaps in terms of the fact that many organizations don't have websites. So what are the challenges? Why is that despite the fact that this what we have seen to be quite important, but we are seeing that many organizations are not having it. So some of the things that we have identified in terms of some of the challenges are faced by SMEs that are not that are hindering to them from owning a business websites. Feedback: high cost of development and maintenance. Oh, the cost of owning a website, the time it takes also to have it. I don't have enough money. I'm just a startup. I'm just starting my business. My business is I just want to also contain my revenue. I want to make sure that I don't have spent so much on my operating expenses. There are also feedback. There are also issues around the lack of technical know-how. Oh, I don't have enough. I don't have the required skills to be able to develop the website or continue to maintain the website. So there are also things that also comes in terms of the complexity, the user experience, maybe the interface. So all of those things that are more technical and every other thing that are also related to it also poses challenges for the SMEs in owning the business websites. There's also issues around service reliability and support. People will say, "Oh, I have domain service providers that, but when I needed them to provide support, the downtime, high downtime, or even when we have that downtime that I need intervention in terms of support, I continue to engage them. So it also puts me in a bad light. People go to my website and see that my website is down, and that's the reason why we said that we have partnered with one of the best, the top rated domain service providers in Nigeria, and we can even extend that even in Africa. That we say that yes, this also is a challenge to be addressed. So cybersecurity vulnerability, we also know that the small businesses are also vulnerable. Statistics have said that billions of naira, millions of dollars, and other assets and resources have been lost on daily basis, on weekly basis, on monthly basis, periodically, due to cyber insecurity, due to threats, due to hack, due to maybe the vulnerability that is that's the website, or that's the internet also exposes us to. So that vulnerability also comes with in terms of cyber security. And then with that, many people, even today, some people still say, I don't have ATM just because I don't want to be exposed. Some people say, oh, my card, I don't want to put my card online because of the exposure and the vulnerability that comes to me in terms of financial theft, or even maybe loss that will be of great magnitude. So all of these things have been identified to be challenges faced by SMEs in owning the business websites. And for us as MTN, we understand those pain points, and that is the reason why we say that where those challenges are, we have been able to work around making sure that we also bring about an opportunity. And that's the reason why we have been able to come up with the Muzu webs from MTN, where you are able to build and manage your website on the go anywhere, regardless of your devices, in minutes. So we are giving you this assurance and the proposition that in few minutes, what's a typical maybe developer will be saying that it's going to take me weeks, it's going to take me months to be able to help to be able to develop and maintain. We are saying that cost effective, do-it-yourself platform that you're able to build and manage your website on regardless of your device, anywhere you're going, where you're on the move, you are going digital, then you're able to build and then manage your websites. Then there are also an addition to it is the fact that we also provide a complimentary service where it's not just about just even that having that digital presence, but how will I be able to also promote that website. Chidi was also talking about the fact that he was talking about Google. He was talking about the fact that you can even leverage in terms of Facebook. These are platforms that we have millions of people that are potential customers, people that are prospects that are there, and then you can always get maybe leads and also even get sales and then conversions from those platforms. So we also have complementary service also on top of this website that is also able to help you in having your website promoted. So the product, unveiling it, Mozu website builder. So it's a website builder. Like I mentioned, it's a do-it-yourself. It gives a do-it-yourself platform where you're able to build your own website yourself. You're able to create a website with a mobile, responsive templates, very seamless. In terms of just a drag and drop, you don't need any technical knowledge. You don't need to know anything about coding. You don't need to go through those jargons that the developers, the IT guys will be dragging on into. And so we have an intuitive platform, and it also comes with you also having a free domain name. So if you want to have a presence in terms of online, if you want to have a presence in the digital space, so it's like you going to maybe, for example, a Balogun market to say I want to have my own space in there. You need to have your own store in there, and that store is what is called like the domain name, which also affords you to be able to have your own space in that digital environment. And the Mozu website builder also comes with a free domain name, and that it also comes with it. So you have three things that we are positioning to you from Mozu website builders. The first thing is that you get a site builder, which helps you in terms of a do-it-yourself builder. You're able to just drag drag and drop functionality, and also mobile responsive on any of the your device, whether it's a smartphone, whether it's a laptop, whether it's a tablet, you're able to do that. And then there are also templates. I mean, also specific website design templates are available. So we also have something complementary that is able to help you, not just for you to just have a website, but for you to also be able to be found online, where you are able to have advertising and data plan, called self-MTN, where you are able to, alongside them, or also in terms of helping you, in terms of promoting that website. Now you have built a website, it's like when you have a space, now you have a space, you need to be able to also advertise the space. People need to know that, yes, this is your space, and so that they can also start patronizing you and coming into the place. And that's the same way it is on the digital environment in there. So for you to be found online, there's a digital and then a data plan where when you also subscribe in the journey, you are able to buy that advertising plan, and that plan also helps you to be able to have MTN data, and also to be able to have up to about 5,000 to 10,000 impressions on Facebook. And then the third element is the fact that you are able to buy to get a domain name. I mentioned earlier that you have a free domain name that comes with it. However, there's also option of you having that personalized domain name customized. So having a domain name in terms of our own environment, it's also the fact that you can say you want to have your domain name in terms of other extensions. So you want to have maybe your business name.ng.com, or you want to have your business name.com, or you have to have your business name.net. So there are available extensions that are also available for you as you also take up the journey. So as much as we have the free domain name that is available, you can say I want to take up a personalized domain name, which I can custom to myself. So these are the three things that Mozu website builder also presents to you. So in terms of the customer journey, we mentioned earlier that it's just some few clicks that you sign up, and you just fill some few details You select the plans that you want. You take up your domain name. You select the plan that you want. You choose your template. You do some drop and drag and drop, and then you just put in some of the elements and content that has to do with your business. You see those templates in there. It's just very simple, basic information that you can that you don't need any technical skills to be able to. It's not advanced, so you just put in all of those elements in there. And Punto, you are able to preview, and then you are able to publish your website. And with that singular, just few clicks, I can tell you that anywhere, it means that your business has been able to find its way into the global space, competing with other businesses online. So I'll just take you through, maybe because of time, we're not able to do the demo, but it's quite easy, straightforward in terms of the journey. And I'm just, we've not done like a mock-up to just have a view into it. So you launch the URL. The URL is mtn.muzu.co, mtn.muzu.co. Maybe Chinwe or Diri can help us type that on the chat so that you can just be able to play around it as I'm even going through the journey. So you click on that and you launch that URL to be able to register, sign in if you have registered before, and then good enough that you are also able to, so as to bring about simplicity, you are able to sign in with your Google existing Google account or even Facebook account. And if you don't want to do that, you can just sign up based on the basic form that is available on the URL. So you can either say you are the designing the website for others and also designing for self. You just choose the account, you click next, and then you also start seeing some of the creatives now popping up, and further information will be required of you to see what type of website are you trying to build, just to also help in terms of availing you the templates that will suit your business. So is it a business website? Is it the one that is just for portfolio and profile? So I mentioned to you that for us, whatever the stage or the phase of your business, we're available to be able to provide support. So that's why for this website, no matter what that business is, whether it's a side also, whether it's a one-man, just a business that you're just starting, whether it's a business that you just started today, it does not mean that you can't go online. You can't have your space within the digital environment. So whatever the face of the business is, the stage in which your business is, just take up this, and then you'll be able to just have your website. So you put in your business name and then fill other required details. And then you also are able to now get a domain name. If you want to have optional, if you want to have your own domain name, you can have it. And then if you don't want to have your customized domain name, then you can move forward, because a domain name will be provided for you. And if you want to get email accounts, you get email account as low as 1,000. And then you select your plan. There are two plans in there. I will speak into the details of the plan later. We have the premium and also the pro. So you just select any of the two plans that fits you, and you'll be able to see the features of those two plans in there. Then I mentioned earlier also in terms of the fact that there's advertising and data plan from MTN. It's also optional, but we are saying that in you building a website, you also start making provision for your website to be promoted, such that as your website is launching, as you are activating, opening that your digital shop, then people will also start seeing that shop exists. And I can tell you that from day one, you start having customers patronize your business. Even for you, you start engaging people in terms of that. And before you know it, your business will start getting patronage. So with as low as 1,500 Naira, you're able to get voice data, and then also advertising credits on Facebook. So once you have that and you've made your choice, and you have your numbers put in there, and then you just click, and then you'll be able to preview the details of the information that you have picked, and you make your payment. And once that payment is made, then you now be able to successfully publish your to publish your websites. So going into the subscription, I mentioned that we have the 2 subscription plan. We have the premium, going for 3,500 naira monthly. However, on the annual, we also have the annual subscription option. For annual subscription option, you have a discount of less than 2 months. So instead of paying 3,005 times 12, you'll be paying 3,005 times 10, meaning that if you are going for annual subscription, you only pay for 10 months, but you'll be getting the value of 12 months. And the same thing also applicable on Pro. Pro is 5,000 monthly. If you are going for annual subscription, you'll be paying for 10 months. However, you would be getting the value for 12 months. And these are the features across the subscription plan. For premium, you'll be able to have site storage of about 3 gig, site visits of 1,000, chats on the website, access to sites, editor. You're able to create a mobile responsive site. Like I mentioned, that's an intuitive platform. You are also able to add a custom domain, and you'll get your free SSL. So these are available. However, free elements also distinguishes and differentiates the Pro subscription. So on Pro subscription, you're able to manage multiple pages. We talked about the fact that you can build them for other people. You can have more than 1 page. Then you also have site storage of 5 gig, and also site visits of 2,000. And I mentioned that we have the Thrive data plan for you to be able to help you in terms of advertising, positioning your websites on the global environment, and also for you to have your custom domain name. So that's principally it as regards Muzu websites, a do-it-yourself platform where you're able to just with just some few clicks and then some drag and drop future capabilities. You're able to build and manage websites on any mobile, on any device, whether it's a smartphone, whether it's a laptop, whether it's a device, in few minutes. Thank you very much. I don't know if you have questions.
Wow. Thank you so much, Joseph, for that. And thank you to MTN for giving us Muzu by MTN. This is fantastic. So it means that I don't need expert knowledge on how to build websites for me to have a website for my own business. This is great news. This is great news that we should, quickly latch on and, tell our friends, families to get on it ASAP. In other words, you can have your business website in just a click of button, and then you have a website. So please, Darren has already shared the link on our chat, mtn.muzu.co. So please, let's get on it and start making use of it ASAP. Now, do we have any questions? If we do, please leave it on the Q&A section. We're going to take it shortly. Thank you so much for this, Joseph. It's very insightful and very easy to use from your explanation. It's something that would be very useful for all those on the chat currently. So whilst we write our questions down, because of our time, I'll be introducing the next section. Our co-host here, Darren, will be taking that section. And this is the time where you want to be as alert as possible, because we have a special offer, a special gift for you. So Darren, please take it up from here.
Thank you very much, Chinwe. It's been nice hosting this with you, even though I've been in the background doing some stuff. And thanks to Chidi Okereke and Joseph Oweye for this very insightful session. Muzu, we call Muzu in-house website building for idiots. So, you can design your websites without inviting that guy. And let me give you a little insight into how beautiful this product is. We invited some customers in to come and test this product for us some weeks back, like a month ago, and before we went live. And the guy said he was going to sue MTN, that he had just paid a website developer 100K or something to design a website for him. And if he knew that MTN was going to come up with this kind of product, he wouldn't have bothered paying the website designer to do anything for him. This, he could have just done his website all by himself, and so this is a chance that you don't want to miss. But there's a question here for Joseph. He's saying that, is there someone that can walk us through the platform? Joseph, is there a person that can walk through with one on this? Is there someone that can walk us through in how to build this website?
So it's easy to use. Like I mentioned, that I would have done maybe a demo today, but request time, and that's the reason why we don't have a demo. So easy to use, easy to use, and it's also it also helps, it's intuitive, helps us in terms of them providing that guidance. Just click and it helps you in terms of what's next to do. So you don't need, and that's what we are even trying to also position or campaign or also bring forward, so that you don't even need any technical know-how. You don't need to even know anything about technical, unlike Daniel said that's more like a website building for idiot. So it's the fact that you just go through it, quite intuitive in terms of that platform, and you even be able to have somewhat like an unholding experience on that platform as you build the website.
Okay, thank you so much, Joseph. Now we have a fastest finger coming up, and I think everybody should have their hands on their keyboard. We have about 100 and something of us on this call, so I'm feeling in a good mood. I'm in a good mood this morning at 11:18 a.m. and I just want to give out some airtime. Okay, I want to give out some airtime. So these are the rules of the game. I'm going to read out a question, and you are going to answer sharp in the Q&A section. I'm going to read out the question. You're going to put your name, your phone number, and the answer. Your name, your phone number, MTN phone number, of course, and the answer. Are we good to go? Can I get thumbs up if you are good to go, if you're ready to go? I feel like giving 3 people some airtime. Okay, thumbs up everywhere, thumbs up everywhere. Some people have even started logging out. Okay, all right. So are we good to go? Are we good to go? So question number 1, the first correct answer for the 3 questions, we get the airtime. All right. What is the URL for Muzu website builder from MTN? What is the URL for Muzu website builder from MTN? Time starts now. Okay, I have my first correct answer. All right, I have my first correct answer. John. But it's not an MTN number, sorry. So my first correct answer is from Chinomso Awuzie. Yes, Chinomso Awuzie. Correct answer. https://mtn.muzu.co. Fantastic. And his phone number is there. So you get 1,000 naira airtime after this call. All right. So, okay. Second question coming up. Don't worry if you didn't get it. I said your name, your phone number, and the correct answer. So that's the first winner, Chinomso Awuzie. Please expect 1,000 naira airtime from MTN. Okay. So second question. So MTN has partnered with somebody to deliver this solution to you, our SMEs. Okay. MTN has partnered with somebody to deliver this. So who is that partner that MTN has partnered with to deliver Muzu website builder? Joseph mentioned it in the chat. So 1, 2, 3, go. Fantastic. I have my first correct answer from Opeyemi Olalekun. Opeyemi Olalekun. Opeyemi Olalekun. We have partnered with Hugo Host to deliver this solution. Okay, and your phone number is also there. So you have to be attentive. 7282934. Okay. And the last question. Please make sure it is your correct phone number that you put there. All right. Fantastic. Someone said we partnered with Joseph Oweye. Joseph, you may want to bring down your screen now. You want to take off your slide now. Okay. So the last question, and I hope you are ready. You are ready to go. Yeah. Oh, so it was spotted. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, so it's a potted line. All right. Okay. I'll give you that, John. 7, 4, 9, 2, 7, 6. Yeah. You got the first answer, but I thought it was a wrong. I didn't know it was an MTN line. All right. Congratulations, John. Okay, so one more question. You can get a data plan to promote your website on Facebook. Joseph mentioned the plan during the discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the name of that MTN data plan that you use to promote your products, to promote? You've answered one before. So no more, you can't answer more than one question. So okay, so I have my second correct answer from Onis. My last answer from Oni Samuel. Okay, Samuel Oni has gotten it right. Thrive data plan. Oni. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for partaking. Please expect 1,000 Naira airtime from MTN. But there's still more. It's not yet over. Joseph, should I announce that bumper one now? Joseph?
Yeah, doing. So yes,
Okay.
please feel free. We're always very happy and always do everything to make sure that our SMEs grow. So please feel free. Apart from the airtime, which is personal, then there's also something that can also help them in terms of their business.
All right. So the platform is up. https://mtn.muzu.co, and there are discounts for the month of February. So this is part of our own Valentine gift to you, to our customers, so that you can quickly latch on to this platform and begin to design your websites and just ditch that guy that has been doing shakara for you on helping you to launch your own website. It's telling you, okay, the website, you can just do it yourself. Okay, so it's website builder for dummies. So we have a 25% discount on both the premium and the pro monthly plans for the month of February. So if you activate this, if you latch on this month, you are going to have free a 25% discount. And I'm going to be typing the discount promo on the chat now. The promo code on the chat now. So just look out for the promo code. I'm typing it on for the premium. Okay, let me just copy it from here. Is Feb 2024 premium and Feb 2024 Pro. Those are the promo codes. I will copy it for you now and put it on the chat box. Just be on the lookout for it. Be on the lookout for it. There are two promo codes, so you can apply them right there on the platform before you pay. Please check your charts. Feb 2024 premium for the 25% discount on the premium monthly plan, and Feb 2024 Pro. And this lasts till the end of February 29th. Oh, it's a leap year, so you'll have 29 days. So it's lasts till the end of February. Right there, so 25% discounts on premium and 25% discounts on Pro monthly plans. All right. It's been a very wonderful session, and I'm really excited because I've missed hosting webinars, and I have a new partner, new hosting partner in Chinwe. And if you know Chinwe has been a fantastic host, can you just put your hands together for her? Can I just have a lot of hands? Let's make Chinwe welcome. Yes, Chinwe has done a great job today. So we just want to tell you that you can visit our website. Apart from the normal MTN website, mtn.ng, please visit mtn.ng/business. That is the platform where you hear a lot of products. You see a lot of products and services and solutions that are designed for businesses on MTN. Okay, mtn.ng/business. And we have a couple of cloud productivity solutions that are available for you there. We have ESET, we have Thrive Google Ads, we have and other solutions that are even about to go live in the next few. Like we have an antivirus and internet security solution in which we have partnered with ESET. ESET is one of the leading internet security companies in the world. And simply if you know what a phishing attack can do to you, if you know what a ransomware attack can do to you, you need to get an antivirus on any of your devices. You simply dial *460*150#, *460*150#, and you're able to buy different antivirus licenses that you can use on 2 devices, 3 devices, 4 devices, and so on. Right there on your MTN line, *460*150#, and you can protect your devices from phishing attacks and ransomware and all those things. We also have MTN Eyesight. Eyesight is our suite of security and smart cameras that you can use to protect your business or your home. So we need to do that. You need to visit the website to know more about our products and solutions. So visit our eShop, our shop.mtn.ng. Please join our SME Tribe on Facebook. Just type SME Tribe, MTN SME Tribe on Facebook, and you'll be able to get more insights into upcoming solutions and webinars as well. All right, thank you all so much for joining this session. As you know, this session was recorded, and in the next few days, we'll be uploading it on our MTN Nigeria YouTube channel, and we'll be sharing the link with all of you so that you can watch this session again and again and again. Hearty thanks to Joseph Oweye and to Chidi Okereke. He had to run for another appointment, but we thank them so much for a fantastic session. Thank you, everyone. Till come your way again for another webinar. It's over now. Bye.